Hi everybody, I'm KHOU 11 Meteorologist Pat Cavlin here, just with one more update on this storm potential that we've got out there right now. The good news is that the severe threat has really started to wind down. The bad news is that we've got a pretty big thunderstorm coming into the Houston area right now. So this is about the timing that we had mentioned on TV earlier this evening, 8 to 8:15. We've got a pretty strong storm right now coming into the northwest side of the city. In fact, we've got basically a strong thunderstorm statement that's on it, which basically means that the storm is very strong, but it's not quite at severe limits yet. But we could see some small hail in here, some gusty winds as well. This is for northwestern Harris, northern Fort Bend, and northern Waller counties. So going up 290, places like Cypress, out towards Addicks, and again, tons of lightning with this. A lot of heavy rain as well. No tornado threat, though. I mean, this is, again, just a really feisty thunderstorm. But again, hail could be a concern with this if it keeps getting stronger. So we're just below severe limits now. We'll see if the storm keeps strengthening. This will pass just to the north of downtown, which means it'll go just to the north of the Galleria, of the Heights, of Montrose, of Post Oak, of those areas. But this will go up towards areas like Hawthorne Place, Jersey Village, 809, North Houston by 8:15, Highland Heights, 8:21, Aldine just by 8:30, and then Mount Houston by 8:34. So that's where the storm is headed right now. Again, just on the north side of the city, up towards the Grand Parkway, and it'll probably just scrape across the northern part of the Beltway as well. On the wider shot, though, you can see this is pretty much the only game in town in terms of strong storms. Got some really heavy rain, though, falling on the east side of the city there, going up Highway 90 up towards Liberty, and then down towards the south, more strong storms as well. Really strong storms extending all the way into South Texas. All of these white boxes indicate strong storm alerts. They don't indicate any severe thunderstorm warnings. So again, this is the criteria that's just below a severe thunderstorm warning. So that extends from Columbus going all the way down into South Texas. But that one storm is what we're keeping our eye on. I got to see if this camera will load. This is our roof camera shot. And it was loading before. Let me see if I can reset it and get it to work here. But this is a cool shot. It's actually looking at that storm, that strong thunderstorm, which is why I want to see if I can get it. There we go. Okay, so this is Westheimer here on the left-hand side of the screen. And then this is the shelf cloud that's associated with this storm that's passing, again, just to the just off towards the northwestern half of Harris County. So not severe, but certainly menacing looking. If you go outside and take a look at it, if you're far enough away from it, you might see some cool clouds. But just be careful, because if you can hear thunder, then you're close enough to get struck by lightning. So, of course, when thunder roars, go indoors. Make sure that you're not outside during any of these thunderstorms. Our weather impact alert continues through 10 p.m. We're going to expire it at 10 o'clock. Up until then, though, we could still see the potential for some gusty winds, some small hail. That tornado threat is pretty close to zero now. It's diminished quite a bit. It's not zero yet, but it is a lot lower than it was earlier today. So there's the good news. Through the overnight, though, it's stormy early. That's where we're at right now. We do turn quiet, though, later tonight, and then tomorrow we'll do it again as this boundary kind of stalls across the coastal spots. So shower and storm chances remain, but it will be especially focused at the coast, although I do think we'll get some breaks of sunshine tomorrow. And then Thursday, not a bad day. Some drier air starts to work in. We'll see the sunshine return. We do have an isolated storm chance, though, as we get to the afternoon and the evening, but it is overall a much better day than what we've seen the last 2 days. Here's your severe threat for tomorrow. Again, it's mainly I-10 and points south, especially on the west side of the city. This is where we could see, again, damaging winds, some hail, maybe an isolated tornado, although I do think that threat is more farther towards the east, getting into Louisiana. Here's future track for tomorrow. A couple storms, downpours ongoing at sunrise, and then we'll catch a break, and I think we'll actually get some clearing out there. That sunshine, though, will help to re-energize the atmosphere for some afternoon storms, so 2, 3, 4 o'clock. I expect to see maybe 1 or 2 spots of rain out there. Not a washout, but about a 50 or 60% rain chance, and then things die down as we get into the evening. Here's how the rain chances shape up for tomorrow. 60% from the city down to the coast. So again, it's mainly areas to the south that we'll see the best chance for rain tomorrow. Chances decrease as you go farther to the north. Then we get you into Thursday. Thursday starts quiet. As the day goes on, I think it's mainly sunny for parts of the afternoon. But again, that starts to energize things, and by the evening, I think we'll get maybe a couple of downpours or storms across the area, and then we'll quiet down getting into Friday. So for the overnight, Storms end early. 72 will do it for your low temperature. We're up to 84 then for tomorrow with the scattered storm chance. There's that 7-day forecast. So again, 84 for tomorrow. We'll do 86 for your Thursday. And then Friday, mainly sunny, 80. Overnight temperatures go from the 70s to the low 60s as we get to the weekend. And by the way, this weekend is Mother's Day. Mother's Day looking very nice with mainly sunny skies, high temperatures in the 80s. We're back to the mid and the upper 80s again by the middle of next week. Let's look at your forecast. We'll have, of course, a fuller update coming up in the KHOU 11 News at 10 o'clock. And if there is anything that happens in between now and then in terms of severe weather, we'll see you back here on streaming and on TV.